In this video, I'm going to explain what an asset is and what a liability is. I'm going to give you some examples of each, and then I'm going to explain to you how I was able to turn a liability into an asset. As defined by Robert Kiyosaki, an asset is anything that puts money into your pocket, while a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Some examples of assets are dividend-paying stocks, bonds, rental properties, and a business that you own. Some examples of liabilities would be your house, because you have to pay rent or mortgage every month. Likewise, your car or a boat that you use for yourself, because every month you have to pay either the loan off, or if you don't have a loan on it, you still have to pay for that maintenance of that item for your personal use. One of the most common things that people ask, is it a liability or is it an asset? Is with regard to a house. So is a house a liability or an asset? Well, my first house I lived in for 3 years. While I was living there, it was taking money out of my pocket. Even though I did rent out 3 rooms to other young women, I did have to spend money every month because I was also living there as well. So during those 3 years, that house was a liability. So why is that? Because it was taking money out of my pocket, even though I was receiving some rent from my 3 renters. However, now I have purchased this house that I am now filming in, and that first house has been converted into a rental property. And so that rent from that rental property is now covering the mortgage on the house, as well as the property management costs and the maintenance costs. And then after those costs, I get a little bit, not a lot, of money every month into my pocket. And so now that first house that I bought is currently an asset instead of a liability. So that's an example of how a liability can turn into an asset depending on what you do with it. As Robert Kiyosaki says in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the number 1 rule to becoming rich, and really the only rule to becoming rich, is to purchase assets instead of liabilities. Why is that? Because when you purchase assets, you're continuously purchasing things that put money into your pocket. And if you continuously purchase things that put money into your pocket, then you will be able to grow wealthy over time. Hey, if you want to learn more about finance in a fun, easy to understand way, then hit that subscribe button. And if you got value out of this, hit that like button. I will be forever grateful. I wish you the best in purchasing assets, and until next time, folks, happy investing.